Obviously, we have been separated from each other. We have been had to adapt to a new way of living with a lot of things going on. I'm not going to get into all the details. What I am going to say is that it's pretty evident and clear to most of us that if you don't use certain skills, you lose them over time, or they become rusty, and you're not just as good at them as you were before. That being said, one of the most important skills I believe that people are losing and not keeping sharp is conversational skills. Obviously, we haven't had or a lot of us haven't had the opportunity to be in a lot of places where we've had to use our conversational skills in person. A lot of us have had to do a lot of work from home, work over the computer, work over video calls and chats and things like that. However, being in person and talking with someone face to face, eye to eye, is a lot different. As we've all learned, overcoming shyness and doing whatever we've been doing. However, I believe it's even more important and vital right now because we have not only been separated from each other, but we've had long periods of time where I'm sure some of us, if you're sitting on the couch and Netflix and binge and Netflix chilled, we have been in places or around other places where we've had to wear masks, so we didn't necessarily have to have extended or long conversations. And what I have noticed is I've noticed a lot more syncing of body posture. I have noticed and seen a lot more avoidance of eye contact, inferring that there might be some hidden more guilt and shame than usual. And what I'm really seeing is that as a society, we are becoming more and more inflamed, if you think of society as a body, and we are forgetting how to do simple things, or simple things are becoming a little more harder. We've had to think about them a little bit more, or we've just become complacent in them. So, some things that I would highly recommend to do, three things or three steps to keep your conversational skills sharp or improve them wherever you are sitting at. One is definitely going to be, and these are things I do all myself too. So, number one is definitely going to be posture. Having a good posture is just sets you up to do a lot of things better. When you have a good posture, when you're straight up and down, you actually feel better. It has been proven clinically in psychology and through neurolinguistic programming and other fields of study that if you change your body posture to be upright, centered, you feel a lot better. Whereas when you are slumped down, it's a lot easier. Not saying you will feel bad, but when you are slumped down or laying down or kind of laying down like a worm halfway off the couch, it is a lot easier for you to end up in a bad mood or for you to start feeling bad or depressed or sad, right? So, work on your body posture. Stand straight up, shoulders back, head back, etc., etc. Number two is probably one of my favorites. If you have followed me on social media or Instagram for a while, you've probably seen me do a lot of this. This is going to be breathing techniques. So working on your diaphragmatic breathing, that means breathing from your diaphragm. It's going to be actually in your stomach region, not necessarily your stomach, but learning to breathe from your diaphragm is automatically going to help you have a more upright posture instead of breathing from your chest. It's actually going to help open up your chest even more, and it's going to help with your posture because if you have a good diaphragm, if you expand your diaphragm and have good breathing and good steady flow through there, it helps you push your body posture up as well. And it actually makes you feel more relaxed. So you have better body posture and less tension in your muscles, which is very good. And another big thing about breathing is as you learn to breathe better, you learn to take more deeper breaths. So when you are talking and communicating, your vocal inflection isn't fluctuating up and down because you're running out of air. If you start to breathe through your chest, as you start to run out of air, your vocal inflection sometimes gets a little bit high as you're losing more and more and more and more and more and more and more air. Whereas if I breathe deeper in my diaphragm, that air comes out a lot more fluidly, a lot more consistently, and I'm able to breathe and maintain my same vocal inflection throughout my self-talking. Last but not least is going to be something you're probably going to think is a little silly, but it is very important, and I've seen a lot of people forget how to walk. So you say, what does walking have to do with talking? Well, you have to get somewhere to talk. And 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to end up walking there or rolling or whatever you're going to be doing, jumping, skipping there. But you have to make some kind of physical movement to get to the people you're going to be talking to. And I say this is important because if you walk with confidence, you walk straight up and you're breathing, All this is going to set you up to start the conversation well. And I use walking as a big example because the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So if you're not even walking up to the conversation feeling confident in yourself, looking good, and if you're stumbling over your feet, if you're having to look down at your feet while you're walking, you don't have a good sense of balance, all of those things appear very negatively to the person you're going to be talking to. Unless they're less put together than you, then neither one of y'all should probably be talking to each other. Y'all both need to get your shit together. But needless to say, those are 3 steps that I want to leave you with. I hope those help you a little bit during COVID. Just something to think about and put your conversation skills on the forefront of your mind. That's all I had. Keep me McDreaming. Please subscribe. Follow me for more of these quick little videos. I'm going to post this on YouTube, the Gram, and Facebook. So holler at me through any of those 3 if you have any questions, recommendations, or if you have some tips for me as well.